Breaking from the Lindner Family Tennis Center in Cincinnati, tensions boiled over tonight as Andrei Rublev erupted at the umpire during his heated clash with Carlos Alcaraz, unleashing an expletive-laden outburst over what he claimed was unfair shot clock treatment. The drama unfolded in the late stages of the opening set under sweltering evening conditions. Rublev, already fatigued from a grueling 3.5-hour battle earlier in the week, was locked in a tense baseline exchange with Alcaraz when the incident occurred. As Rublev prepared to serve, the 25-second shot clock began its countdown. Witnesses and television replays showed the Russian taking his usual measured routine: ball bounces, a wipe of the brow, grip adjustments. But before he could complete his toss, the warning tone sounded, followed almost instantly by the buzzer signaling a time violation. Rublev froze, visibly stunned, then spun toward the chair umpire with eyes blazing. "Are you kidding me? That clock was early!" he shouted, his voice echoing around the stadium. When the official refused to overturn the call, Rublev's frustration spilled over. "The Empire!" he yelled, a phrase that appeared to be aimed not only at the umpire but the entire officiating system. The remark sent a ripple of gasps and murmurs through the crowd, with many fans raising their phones to capture the moment. The match paused briefly as the umpire issued a warning. Rublev, still fuming, gestured toward the scoreboard and the shot clock above it, insisting that it had been started prematurely. "Everyone saw it," he barked, pacing behind the baseline. Across the net, Alcaraz remained motionless, his expression unreadable as he waited for play to resume. The young Spaniard has built a reputation for composure, and tonight was no different. He kept his focus while his opponent unraveled. When play restarted, Rublev's rhythm seemed disrupted. A double fault gifted Alcaraz the game, shifting momentum firmly in the Spaniard's favor. From that point, Alcaraz's relentless precision began to take control, while Rublev's body language betrayed his frustration. Observers noted that the 26-year-old Russian glanced repeatedly at the shot clock between points, almost daring it to make another error. The earlier outburst, however, seemed to weigh heavily on him. While the violation may have been the immediate spark, those close to Rublev suggest it was the culmination of weeks, if not months, of physical exhaustion and mental strain. Known for his fiery on-court persona, Rublev has often played on the edge, feeding off intensity but sometimes crossing into self-destructive frustration. By the second set, Alcaraz was dictating play with surgical precision. Rublev fought valiantly, chasing every ball despite the oppressive humidity and the clear scoreboard disadvantage. The crowd, sensing his struggle, offered vocal encouragement after each hard-earned point. One rally in particular drew loud cheers, a 21-shot exchange ending with Alcaraz pushing a forehand long, prompting Rublev to allow himself a fleeting smile. But the effort took its toll. The very next point, he was bent over, hands on knees, gasping for air. When Alcaraz sealed the victory on his first match point, the two met at the net for a firm but unsmiling handshake. Rublev gathered his equipment slowly, pausing to look once more at the glowing red digits of the shot clock before walking off into the tunnel without acknowledging the crowd. The exchange immediately became the focal point of post-match discussion. Social media lit up with clips of the outburst, and fan reactions ranged from criticism to sympathy. Some argued Rublev overreacted, while others defended his stance, insisting the clock had been mismanaged. In the players' interview area, Rublev was asked to explain his reaction. He sighed, running a hand through his hair. "It's just, you work so hard, you give everything, and then something like that happens. I felt like the time was taken from me. It's not about one point, it's about respect for the player's effort." Pressed on the exact wording of his outburst, he offered a wry half-smile. "I don't know what I said exactly. Maybe the heat got to me. But I stand by how I felt in that moment." Alcaraz, for his part, downplayed the incident. "These things happen. The match is intense, the emotions are high. I just tried to focus on my game," he said. Officials have not yet confirmed whether Rublev will face a fine for his language, but precedent suggests a penalty is likely. ATP regulations allow for fines of up to several $1,000s for audible obscenities or verbal abuse. Beyond the disciplinary question, the incident has reignited debate about the shot clock system itself. Introduced to speed up play and create consistency, it has occasionally been accused of being too rigid, or incorrectly operated in rare instances. Players have called for greater flexibility, particularly in extreme weather conditions when recovery between points is more crucial. For Rublev, The loss is another setback in a season marked by flashes of brilliance and moments of volatility. His supporters will hope the fire he displayed tonight can be channeled more constructively in future matches, while critics will point to this as another example of temperament undermining performance. As for the fans in Cincinnati, they witnessed a rare moment of raw emotion in a sport often bound by etiquette and restraint. Whether they side with Rublev or the officials, few will forget the image of the Russian standing under the bright stadium lights, pointing toward the clock, and unleashing words that cut through the humid summer air. In the days ahead, the clip will circle the globe, analyzed by commentators, debated on talk shows, replayed on highlight reels. For some, it will be a cautionary tale about losing composure. For others, it will stand as a reminder that behind the athleticism and the decorum, tennis players are human beings, capable of passion, frustration, and the occasional flash of unfiltered truth. Tonight, in Cincinnati, that truth came out in a single fiery sentence. And the sport will be talking about it for a long time to come.